Welcome to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. If you're passionate about Central Florida theme parks like we are, then you've come to the right place. Now on to the show. Here's your host, Bill Balcerski.
Hi, I am Tanya.
I don't even know what to say to that right now.
Part of me, the whole intro was like, should I say something? Should I say something? She was holding that one.
I was.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the train wreck that is Universal Disney Nuts Podcast. I am your host, Bill. Welcome back to the Tiki Bar.
Hi, baby.
UDN Live. That, as you know, is our lovely co-host, Tanya.
Hi, everyone.
And, of course, the laugh
rude.
track that was in the back, that's Dave Indy.
What up?
Unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I had to catch you off guard. You paused 1 second too late, and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my hell. So, with that being said, we are back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from Central Florida. It's a beautiful, warm day today.
Yes, it was.
Not too bad at all.
I think it said 81, but it started out in the 50s.
Yeah.
it did.
This is how I went to work.
And I will tell you one thing. It's starting to cool down real nice. I think tonight we're gonna have a beautiful night on tap. And if you're in these parks, please enjoy the weather. This is what we earn when we deal with the Sahara heat that comes in the summertime.
Yes.
So enjoy it. Parks are busy.
Very.
Very busy.
Very, very busy.
I-4 is busy.
Welcome to December in the theme parks. I haven't really seen what's going on with Universal, but I'm assuming Universal is just as busy as Disney.
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty busy.
We had a chance to go out last night. First time in a while. We went to the boardwalk. And it was awesome because it was finally open. And we spent some time at Jelly Rolls,
Yes. I hadn't been there in quite a while.
which is awesome because Jelly Rolls was closed down for a very long time because of COVID. And they recently opened back up, I would say, about a month ago? I can't remember.
About that.
And so
I forget how much fun that place is.
Still never
it's been so long since we've been to something like that.
Yeah,
You know?
it was a good time. We went with my cousin Cheryl and Dave and
Yep.
their friends Linda and Ron.
I've done Pat O'Brien's and I've done, obviously, Howl to Moon plenty of times.
Yeah, those
Even
are
when
the
it was
two
on
big
Church
ones.
Street, I used to go constantly.
Yeah.
I knew everybody that worked there back then, but have not really hit the piano bars in a long time.
They were really good, man. There was about 3 or 4 of them that were really good. There was one guy there that was trying. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 were good. He has a certain genre that he is very good at, and then outside of that genre, not so much.
Not so much. When he starts singing
tries.
Lady Gaga and he's, like a Leonard Skinner kind of singer,
Nice.
not so much. So great time, great drinks, awesome night. We also had a chance to check out the new gingerbread carousel at the beach club.
I know.
My God.
It was Ariel themed this year.
# diabetes. Have you seen this thing?
No. I need to get around the Disney hotels. I am so bad about getting over there and seeing the gingerbreads.
You have got to take time out to go to the beach club and check this thing out. This thing is amazing. And in the front, they have a list, which is made out of chocolate, by the way,
Yep.
of
Everything.
like 200 pounds of eggs. And
I actually have it.
You have it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, read
So
it. Go ahead,
this
read it.
year, it was the 21st year. The Yacht and Beach Club Bakery has made this, and it was 432 pounds of honey, 1,200 pounds of rye flour, 100 pounds of eggs, 25 pounds of spices, 10 pounds of simple syrup, 200 pounds of icing, 10 quarts of egg whites, 100 pounds of confectionery sugar, 50 pounds of dark chocolate, 50 pounds of modeling chocolate, 200 gum paste flours, 20 pounds of Grand Marnier syrup.
Now, you're in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between regular chocolate and modeling chocolate? Like they just dress them up, maybe put a wig on, maybe a nice dress, and they take pictures. What's the difference between
Bill behind closed doors.
what is modeling chocolate?
You can use it to
Mold, right?
It's like clay. You can mold it and shape it into different.
It's harder
shapes
from
and
what
stuff.
I understand,
Yeah.
right?
Interesting. Okay.
Did you have to go through? Because I remember when you went to eat at Animal Kingdom, you had to go through all that, give over a testicle and all that kind of process to get in for the restaurant.
It wasn't
How
that
was
bad
it?
though.
Over at Beach Club, how was that? Did you have to say you were going somewhere, have a reservation like you did prior?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're really buckling down on that. The days of walking up saying, "Hey, I got Joe Blow staying here, and I am going to spend time with Joe Blow," those days are over, man. Like,
Yeah, parking at the resorts themselves, unless you have a reservation or know somebody staying in one of the rooms, that's the only way you're really going to be getting into one of them, unless it's not that busy.
So I had to make a reservation for like jelly rolls, for an example, if I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You could just park at, like, say, Hollywood Studios and
Walk
walk
myself
over,
across.
or in Epcot and walk over. Yeah.
take the boat, whatever.
Or park at Disney Springs and take the bus. But
Okay.
Yeah. So they're definitely cracking down on that
I was
stuff.
just curious. So
We were lucky enough to have somebody who was staying at the beach club. We knew their room. So when we rolled up, we were like, we're here to see so-and-so in room so-and-so. And he had his little iPad
and
and
they
he
looked up
checked
to
it.
make sure that that's who was staying in that room. And
then they let us in. So, yeah, it was crazy. In addition to what Tanya just read about this one thing, I mean, think about it. That all of that stuff that she just read is in one display. Now, think about all the displays that Disney has all over the different hotels.
Oh, no, Grand Cypress does, or not Grand
My
Cypress,
God.
the Floridian does the gingerbread house.
the gingerbread house. Yeah. I have yet
That's
to
like
get over there for it.
life size.
The conversation came up yesterday is when do they have to start these projects to have them ready, right? So we're in the beginning of December, but they probably started, August?
No,
To
I
have
would
this
say
stuff done?
October. Mid-October.
Mid-October?
Maybe planning, but baking and stuff, I'm sure doesn't happen until closer to erection time.
Well,
Unintended.
the noted, but on the other side of the carousel was another chocolate display, and it showed the names of the team that were there, and they had spent 600 hours on this carousel. I mean, it's amazing. Like, you can really tell that the effort.
Here it is. It says our pastry cooks and bakers have worked over 600 hours since July
Wow.
to accomplish this task.
Yeah. See, I knew they had to start early.
So then I wonder if they like start making the modeling chocolate and freezing and like putting stuff in fridges to have
Yeah.
it ready to
They
go.
got a pre-stage, man. Like, I can't see. If you guys go to the beach club and check out this carousel, it is absolutely mind-blowing.
But see, I think they would have molds that they would make and then have the molds ready to go to where they could pour it, set it, and then go.
Now, yeah, they probably pre-stage a lot, but if you do go to the beach club to check this thing out, don't forget to look for the 21 gold hidden Mickeys that are spread throughout the entire carousel.
Yeah, there was 27 people that were involved from the Yacht and Beach Club Bakery.
And of course, the 21 golden Mickeys represent the 21 years, right? A little pro tip from UDN: look at the chest of the horses. That'll give you.
Why?
That'll
Why
give.
would it really?
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
That'll give you your first
Well, yeah.
couple. That'll give you your first couple. You still got to find like 17. Come
Yeah.
on. So,
And then speaking of gingerbread, overnight over at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, there is now a giraffe
yeah, they put that
gingerbread
up
display
last
Yeah.
night, didn't
Yeah.
they? Very cool.
So I need to
That
get
one I
over to
saw.
Animal Kingdom. Yeah.
And they also have different areas where they're offering hot chocolate. You had the peppermint.
I had the
Hot chocolate.
peppermint hot chocolate. Yes.
Yeah.
Quite
And I
delicious.
had my hot chocolate with a little Bailey's in there.
Mhm.
You know, a little something. Get you in the holiday spirit, you know.
Nice and toasty.
Yeah,
Just
and they
saying.
had gingerbread hot chocolate, and they had regular hot chocolate. Then they had some different bakery items available. Like they had gingerbread cookies, but they also had like gluten-free cookies and what else? There was a chocolate 50th anniversary beach club
Cookie.
Oh, it was actually all chocolate.
Was it all
It's
chocolate?
all chocolate, yeah.
Wow. And of course,
So-
we got the hot chocolate, and then she saw the cookie or whatever, and then
Yeah.
she saw the pin, and then she saw something else. Luckily for me, I checked out before she saw the other stuff. She's like,
I'm like, and this,
and this, and this. I felt like I was with a little girl, and she was in a candy store, and this, and
oh,
this.
it kind of was.
You could leave,
Cookie
just leave your
store.
wallet.
Oh my
Right.
God. So obviously this is all within the realm of the Festival of Holidays taking place at Epcot. So that's kind of cool. And we also got a chance to take a sneak peek at the new Spaceship Earth lights.
Yes.
Let
How
me
is that?
tell you, that is amazing.
I can't wait to actually go and see it in person, like be in front of it. We had seen it.
When
from
they
the
started
Beach
putting these
Club,
lights on
but-
on Spaceship Earth, I was kind of like, meh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like you're trying to take something that's old, trying to make it new. You know, like remember back in the decades before where they put the Epcot thing with the little hand with the magic
yes, for
wand,
the
wand.
Millennium
Yep.
celebration.
the 2000 millennium.
That was, I
celebration.
loved that.
Oh,
I thought it
God.
was so cool.
I thought it was just horrible.
Really?
Yeah,
oh
I
my
didn't like
God,
it.
I
It's
loved
terrible.
it.
No.
It was like
What?
just this big thing hanging off the side of it, and it's just, you know, like, ugh, no.
I
But
thought it was amazing. But
not to get off topic, I will
Okay.
tell you though, these new installed lights on Spaceship Earth are
Mm.
absolutely phenomenal. They're all LEDs. They all change. They could change any color they want. They
yeah,
got
they're doing
Christmas
a holiday
themes.
light show right now. Yeah.
They got a light show actually on the Spaceship Earth, which is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah, I've seen
very
the
cool.
lights and stuff that go around it. It looks neat.
So if you get a chance to hit up Epcot, check out the Festival of Holidays. We have not yet done that, but we will here shortly.
Disappointingly, yes.
Yes, Tanya's going through withdrawals because she's been working so much. She hasn't had a chance to go to the parks. So
No.
she's bitter and
I'm very
angry at
sad.
table 1.
While I love my
So-
job, it's cutting into my Disney evening time.
Disney evening time.
Yes, I love going to the parks at night.
Hey, speaking of Disney, big news. Disney's park announced on their Twitter page that parking trams will be returning to Magic Kingdom later this month.
Yes.
Yes, that is awesome.
Finally.
No more walking.
I still kind
I'll
of thought that was
probably
funny.
walk anyway, but whatever.
I always did.
I was going to say, I usually walked anyway.
Yeah, they probably heard that waistline comment from the last podcast and said we need to fire up these trams. People's waistlines are getting too big. Of course they're going to
Well,
fire up.
The
The
other way.
opposite.
Yeah. If
They
they're
would-
getting too big, they need
They're
to
getting
walk.
too big. They need to walk, so they would
Well,
keep them.
yeah,
not
I know,
happening.
but I'm saying that's to counteract what she said because people would take offense to it and then walk, but then they start the tram so they can keep the waistlines big so they can continue to make those comments.
I'm glad he had this worked out in his head, not out loud.
Wow. Try to keep up, Kronsky, okay? Try
Hey,
to
I
keep
wasn't
up.
the only one on this same page. David and I
Yeah.
were both.
As you know, that the
Whatever.
trams have been closed since March of 2020. Thank you, COVID. And then they have been unavailable, but I'm surprised they haven't started charging for those yet.
Oh, will you stop? It
I'm just saying,
already?
it's just a matter of time.
Little
You
coin
know,
slot on the door to
Whatever.
open it.
You know, I never put anything away. You know what the Bob Chapek's new nickname is? Bob Paycheck.
That's actually funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that the other day. I thought it was hilarious. A new preview is on YouTube. You need to guys go check this out. The Galactic Star Cruiser. Disney has released a video which features some of the onboard entertainment as well as some of the interior on the Helicon ship, where a 2-day, 2-night experience takes place. You guys got to go check it out. It's pretty cool.
I do.
We're about 3 months out from its opening.
Yeah. So they're pumping it up. I saw briefly the video. It looks pretty amazing. Not for the money, but it was pretty amazing.
The lightsabers are cool because I've seen that from the D23 event
Yeah.
where they had that one out, and
You would think Disney would have more realistic lightsabers.
that one was. If you didn't see that one, yeah, he basically turned it on and it went up like a real one up to about the 3 foot mark.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Can you slice through a kid with it?
Jill.
Challenge accepted.
I'm just saying,
Oh my
you know.
gosh.
Okay,
Why stop with one kid, Bill?
Why stop with one? All right, moving on. With that being
We
said,
have too many kids. Oh,
whoa.
I'm going full Anakin.
Oh yeah. Come here, kid. May the force be with you.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who's the fourth with today?
All right, moving on awkwardly. The storybook dining character dining experience at Artist Point will be reopening December 16th, just in time for the holiday season.
Part of me wants to boo that just because I like the original
know.
restaurant
I do
and I don't
too.
really care about the Snow White and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who books this experience will be able to see Snow White, Dumpy, Grumpy,
Dumpy? How about
Dumpy?
dopey?
Dumpy,
Dopey.
Dopey, whatever.
Wow.
And the queen,
We got Dumpy.
Dumpy. We got Grumpy over here too.
No, that was this one earlier.
Whatever. Yeah, she was bitter table of one. I think she's just not getting enough Disney. So the queen strolled through the enchanted forest while enjoying a prefixed dinner with your choice of individual plated entrees and shared starters and desserts. Reservations can be booked right now.
But I still miss Artist Point as a
It
regular
was such a pretty restaurant to sit in there and look over the waterfall and stuff
And the
out on
menu
the
was
lake.
really
Oh,
good.
it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had deer and buffalo all the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Where the deer and buffalo roam.
Yeah, and in my belly.
Yeah.
Reservations can be booked now. The price is $60 for adults and $39 for children.
You know.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it.
Voila.
All right. Now on to some Universal breaking news. That's the breaking news sound. Try to keep up.
There's no keeping up with you.
That's very
Dumpy.
true. It's very true. Universal Orlando's president Bill Davis has announced he's retiring after 15 years in the role.
Yeah.
He will be replaced by the current Universal Studios Hollywood president, Karen Irwin.
We're going full Karen.
We are going full Karen.
Oh,
Well done.
wow.
Well done, Dave Indy.
How long were you holding on to that one?
The minute I saw who was getting the job.
Wow.
But she's got 30 years as
I
well
was
with
gonna
Universal.
Say, she's
So
been
Yeah,
with
you-
them for quite some
I was
time.
telling him, I
You
give her
know about
5
Karen,
to,
don't
I give
you?
her 5 to 10 years, and then she's probably going to retire. I mean, at 30 years already. I mean, Bill only had 15, but he's had years in the industry.
Right.
So, be interesting to see.
Well
what
done on the
happens.
Karen thing, just so you know.
Let's hopefully she doesn't go full Karen.
Yeah, well, you
That
never know.
Park's gonna be in trouble if she does.
But you were saying that you know a lot about this Karen chick. She's been around for quite a while, right?
Well, I don't know how she operates. I mean, she's very pro employee from what I can understand from the Hollywood side. I mean, she's like for her people, but I mean, who's to say transfer to Florida won't change that?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people right now leaving Disney and Universal, because, especially Disney, because they're getting forced to move to Florida and they don't want to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. But as Dave said, over the past 15 years, Mr. Davis has oversaw the opening of Volcano Bay, the addition of both the Wizarding Worlds of Harry Potter lands.
Okay.
He is the only one to really have been established to what is the modern day Universal. And the outgoing CEO, Tom Williams, because we talked about Tom before,
Yeah.
right?
Tom was there long before the park was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill is a legend in our industry and here at Universal.
I've talked to him a few times, believe it or not. One of the last Bill and Ted shows during HHN. You know that thing you don't go to.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
me and him, I sat next to him and spoke with him briefly.
Yeah.
and stuff. So I
I don't
mean,
know if you
really
guys
nice
have
guy.
noticed, but there's a lot of CEOs retiring again. Like right before COVID, I don't know if you realize this, but over 1,600 CEOs of all the major companies retired right before
Yep.
COVID hit, right? Which I found very, very suspicious. But now they're doing it again. Like there's a lot of people, a lot of CEOs retiring and leaving, and I'm just kind of like, what's going on? Like what's coming?
Yeah, what's coming next kind of thing.
You know what
But
I mean?
it may be just
Hold my
a
beer.
coincidence.
Oh, jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, Mr. Dave Indy.
Yeah, I didn't know where it was going with this one. Not sure if you know about this, but for annual pass holders, they have an exclusive event every Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Red Coconut Club in City Walk.
I thought they shut that down.
Well, the club kind of is, but they're basically doing an annual pass holder thing. Supposedly, only one person in the party may actually have to have a pass, but they're doing small bites and exclusive drinks on that. And supposedly, they have the flaming hot corn dip topped with Cheetos and raspberry coconut cake margaritas or martinis available there to have. So,
Sounds amazing.
if you're
That does not sound good.
That sounds like get in my mouth. That's what that sounds like.
so that's going
God.
on currently until January 2nd. So if you're in there and an annual pass holder, definitely go check them out.
And that's on Fridays and Saturdays?
Yep. But it's kind of odd that it's 4 to 8. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing I was just like,
I'm curious to see what they do with that club.
Well, speaking of clubs, the Groove now has walls up around it.
Oh,
Is
does
that
it?
right?
So a lot of people are saying it's kind of no official word, but they're basically considering it done. So
I knew that was only a matter of time. If you guys don't know, if you ever been to City Walk, the Groove has been a staple. The Groove has been literally the biggest club that City Walk has had since it's opened.
yeah.
But there's still a couple originals still left. You have your Bob Marley's. You have your patios.
Yeah, I don't see those going anywhere.
But those weren't really clubs per se.
They're
Bob
half and
Marley
half.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
Bob Marley's is
Bob
a half
Marley.
and half.
They
It's-
operate as a restaurant during the day, and then they operate as a club at night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kinda
well,
how
the
that
Pat
was.
O'Brien's had the dueling pianos in
Yeah.
that one bar.
Yeah, where you can go sit out in the back area and stuff. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see on that one. Speaking of sadness and bars, Bar America at Portofino has permanently closed. It never reopened after COVID, but
Yeah,
they
I saw
have
that coming.
the one out there in the Bay Area, which I'm going blank on. It's something flying. Flying Fish is out there.
Yeah, we have a flying fish at
Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think it may not be the same thing, but
It's flying something other. I'll have to look it up here. But the one that's outside near the boat area is still open. So that probably because of COVID. But so it'll be interesting to see what actually goes in where Bar America was. But it's very chic-y looking on the inside.
cheeky.
And then for those who still have their Voodoo Donut fixes, because I know y'all are more of an Everglades now.
Yeah.
Oh, and no, go ahead.
Voodoo Donuts has, for your mobile ordering, has now put a booth or a kiosk across from the original one. So anyone who's doing mobile ordering now doesn't have to wait in that line to cut down the line times.
Very good. Very good.
So now you can walk
About
up to
time
the
that
kiosk.
happened.
Yeah,
Outstanding job.
smart on them.
Yes.
And listen, no disrespect to Voodoo Donuts. I mean, Voodoo Donuts was the original OG, right? The original OG there. But when Everglades came out, that was Disney's firing salvo,
tat.
if you will. You know, either one's going to get you diabetes, you know, but
And that's more Splitsville that you said than actually Disney in a sense.
yeah, Splitsville owns
So-
Everglades. The main difference, I think, between Voodoo and Everglades is
The type of donut.
right. Everglades uses like a traditional
Glazed
glazed donut,
kinda,
and then they just
yeast
dump
rise.
stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
But Voodoo actually makes their donuts, and it's
Yes.
more cake-like. than it is donut-like.
But then
Everglades makes theirs every single day. It's just a different type of
the
donut.
flour or something that they
Right.
use. And then even if you go to Simpsons, the big giant donut is actually made by Donut King here in Winter Park.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Donut King that actually supplies the donuts for that one, which kind of surprising with Voodoo right there and stuff. So, and then
Yeah, but that was around a
Tus-
lot longer before.
Twosomes has got its milkshakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Planet Hollywood or the Observatory or whatever they want to refer to it, and Guy Fieri's has got his milkshakes there, so
Yeah.
Mm,
which just look a lot like Twosome ones.
Right.
right.
So what this one does, this one does.
Mhm.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, pretty much.
So mentioned this last week or last podcast about the photo packages and the website down. Well, Color Vision's website has been fixed, so photo products are back for sale. So if you want to get your picture, you can do that. And then if you're in the parks the next few weeks, basically daily from 11 in the morning to 3 p.m., if you go around the Music Plaza area, they're doing a preview back in one of the sound stages. You can't videotape or anything of the upcoming movie or animation, Sing 2. Supposedly they'll show the trailer and then a clip from the movie. So
That's an animated movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, another DreamWorks one. So if you're into, if you like Sing 1 and you want to see Sing 2, there you go.
That's the one with the big gorilla that sings, right?
Yeah, it does Elton John and stuff like that,
Mhm.
or
I'm
all
tracking. Tracking.
And then I'm still waiting to find out because we were talking about stuff earlier regarding New Year's. Hollywood has announced they're going to do the Eve. So if Hollywood in California, which we know how strict they are, is having it, I think it's just a matter of time before Orlando will hopefully announce that we're getting Eve.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that they do something for New Year's Eve. We certainly need it. Another alternative for those coming down, staying throughout the New Year's Eve celebrations. Last year, we went to Margaritaville,
You did.
the resort,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw Collective Soul there.
Yeah, the Sunset Village or
Yeah,
the Sunset,
Sunset
Walk.
Walk.
Yeah,
It was phenomenal. I mean, it was a
it
good
was a
time.
lot of fun.
I like the
yeah.
restaurants there. There's a
Yeah.
couple of good ones.
That Sunset Walk over there by the Margaritaville Resort,
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yolkman's and Lions, I think, is
Yep.
the English pub.
Yeah.
I've eaten there a few times. I
You got
love the
Ford's
yeah, we've been
Garage.
at
Ford's, I've
Garage.
eaten that.
and then you
Haven't
have
ate
the
at
rock and roll.
Estevan's. Estevan was Gloria's.
Yes, that's
which,
their new.
If you love
right.
bongos, basically go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
There's a
very cool.
barbecue.
Yep.
Mhm.
And if you are a big Buffett head, he's playing here next week.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
going to
11th.
be at the Amway Center on Saturday night.
I am
So-
so out of stuff.
we will be there, although you
Yes.
have to jump through a lot of COVID hoops to go.
I believe it after just going to House of Blues and seeing
Yeah.
a concert.
It's ridiculous. But, I'm never going to turn down a chance to see Jimmy. But if you are a big Jimmy fan, you have to go check out this Margaritaville Resort.
I got to still go in the actual resort.
It is the mecca of Jimmy Buffett. It is amazing.
Surprised you're
So-
not like buying a home over there in Daytona.
If I could, I would, bro.
Right?
Not to get off topic. Go ahead. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
later when we retire.
So these two kind of go hand in hand, but I'm going to jump to Japan for a moment because the Yoshi ride over there, Konnichiwa, had a small attic fire not long ago.
Uh-oh.
No major damage. Someone was able to put it out with a fire extinguisher, but this ride has had so many issues since it's opened. The fire, which now they got to inspect. I'll say they had the mushrooms, which I'm going blank on what they're called right off, fell on the track at one point, and then they've had a
Oh.
lot of ride delay issues. So my only concern is there's already track available here in Orlando for Epic. So it's already been spotted. So hopefully they work out their problems
Right.
before we
Yeah,
have
that
it.
would be
because-
Hopefully they'll work out their kinks. That's
yeah,
for sure.
'cause in 2025 is when they're still slating by late that we'll have Epic open. And jumping back to Epic, the first permits were filed with Orange County for Project 905. It's building 1620. It is a ride combo building, and it is believed to be part of the Fantastic Beasts section. So just a matter of time before somebody's able to watch it go vertical.
Well, they need to fix Kirkman first.
Yeah, I saw that the other day when I drove by.
Man, that is not pretty, man. They are tearing up a lot of land. They're trying to get Kirkman fired up.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Ugh. that is not going to be pretty.
And a couple of things while we're on Universal, I had a chance to hop over there, and over at Twosomes, the holiday milkshake.
Oh, you tried that one?
Oh my gosh!
Shut up and get in your mouth.
Yes,
That was
it
me
did
with the,
not last long.
That was the pink one with the stuff on top.
Yep, and it's a
Like
combination
mint or
of
peppermints.
peppermint and Red Hots.
Oh my God.
See,
And
I don't mind the Red Hots, but I'll take that thing you
the
gave me.
combination together was actually really, really good. And
Really?
Yeah. And I loved
Noted.
it because down on the bottom of the milkshake, obviously they give you those, big thick straws, and down on the
Snorkels.
bottom was like crushed up like Red Hots and everything. And
Oh, is that right?
so every time you took a sip of the milkshake, you got like some.
You got
of the,
shot in the back of the throat?
Yeah.
Nice,
But,
Dave. Nice.
oh my God, it was delicious. And then over in City Walk, they have set up Mistletoe Village.
Mistletoe pine, yeah.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do that Friday, but I was a little bit under the alcohol.
Preoccupied.
But it was really kind of neat because they had a place where you can get ornaments made, and there was, a lot of really good like snacks, like cupcakes and chocolates and stuff like that to get. And
Yeah, I hope
it
to
was-
get over there.
yeah, really cute. So
Well, thank you, Mr. Indy.
Of course.
Greatly done. This is Mr. Dave Indy with your Universal News. And of course, you know what that voice is over there, ladies and
he's
gentlemen.
still bitter about the intro.
That person on the other side of the tiki bar.
Right?
Take in her voice, enjoy the time with her because her time is limited, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean that sincerely.
You get a throat punch. You get a throat punch.
Everybody gets a throat punch.
Now people understand why I have a shallow grave digged in the backyard.
Really?
So,
And it's dug, not digged.
Neither.
well, I
neither.
digged it.
Remember, he said dumpy for one of the
Right,
dwarves.
that's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, that comparable sound is Tanya with your Disney news.
Hi, everyone.
Dead woman walking.
Oh, love you. So we have to start off with Walt Disney news by saying happy birthday to Walt Disney. He was born on this day, December 5th, 1901. He would be 120 years old today. So in honor of Walt Disney, I'm going to read off some of my favorite quotes from him. And he had a lot of them. Oh my gosh. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Aw.
And then it's kind of fun to
Norwegian
do the
bikini
impossible.
team.
It's kind of fun
It's kind of fun to do the impossible.
with the Norwegian team. See? It's about teamwork.
Oh,
It's about
see?
teamwork.
All my dreams could
Why
come
do you
true with
have
them.
to like ruin everything?
Wow.
Anyhow,
Don't blame me.
we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths.
And kills cats from what
I
I
was going to say
understand.
that.
First, think. Second, believe. Third, dream. And finally, dare.
That's not bad.
And find financing behind it all.
Well,
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Technically, it was started by
rabbit.
No, that was Oswald. That was different. Oswald did not have anything to do with Disney.
Oswald was first.
He was first, but that's not what Disney was based around. Mickey Mouse was what started it all for Disney. So, whatever. That's the real trouble with the world. Too many people grow up, they forget.
They forget.
And
That's Alzheimer's.
everyone falls down. Getting back up is how you learn how to walk.
That was me Friday night.
Hashtag Corona.
And last
And
but not
Bacardi.
least,
With a line.
I mean, I could go on and on and on about like Disney quotes because he had a ton of them. But to all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here, age relives fond memories of the past, and here, youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all of the world.
Don't you have that on a sign in your house somewhere?
I'm sure of it. And then he completely abandoned it and built Walt Disney World. So there you go.
Which was originally supposed to be Epcot.
That's true.
Anyway, thanks
Outstanding.
for ruining my segment.
We didn't.
Yes,
Ladies
you
and
did.
gentlemen,
Anyhow.
Simba has joined the podcast.
Yes.
Simba's been wanting me to.
A very rare Simba sighting with the podcast today.
Yes.
I was really confused when Simba kept wanting me to pet her earlier. Or him.
Everything the light touches is your kingdom.
Except for Walmart.
So anyhow, Magic Kingdom hours on December 30th and the 31st have updated to now closing at 1 a.m. And both Epcot and Hollywood Studios closing at midnight on New Year's Eve. And that was later than the 10 p.m. that they had originally had listed.
So is one to believe that they're going to be doing something for New Year's Eve at Magic Kingdom then?
I would imagine they'll probably do like the special fireworks that they have done in the past on New Year's Eve.
Although we're not going to have any New Year's Eve anything at Epcot.
I have not read on any.
Well, they're closing at
entertainment or
midnight.
anything like that.
You know,
But they closed at midnight the last time too.
Yeah, but they used to do the fireworks at 9 o'clock every night, and the park closed at 9. So it was get out.
Yeah, because at midnight they would, the fireworks would erupt around the lagoon and everything, and then you were.
Well done, Dave.
And then, it was like mad dash to the parking lot to sit there for an hour and a half trying to get out.
My God, the traffic.
Yes.
You might as well just sit there till about 4 a.m. because that's when you're getting out of that parking lot, especially New Year's Eve.
So with them extending it until midnight, there's hope that they're doing something special on New Year's Eve there. So
I hope so.
And for 50 years, Walt Disney World Resort has served as a beacon of hope and happiness in the Central Florida area, bringing the beloved magic found across the resort to children and families in the neighboring communities. After kicking off of the 50th anniversary celebration with $3 million in grants, Walt Disney World Resort is continuing the celebration with the community and is being recognized by Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer and Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings with a special proclamation as December 3rd will now be known as Walt Disney World Day.
Nice.
Yes.
So is that from like here on out? December 3rd is Walt Disney?
December 3rd is Walt Disney World Day.
Interesting. So how did they pick the 3rd, though? Is there a specific reason why it's the 3rd?
I think it was to coincide with Disney volunteers to support the Second Harvest mission to help feed those in need in the community. They were doing a fundraiser and a charity event that day for that.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Disney. There you go.
Yeah.
We have an official Walt Disney Day.
Yeah.
Every day is Walt Disney in Central Florida.
At least at your house.
Wow. Welcome to my hell, bro.
That or Christmas Land, I have yet to figure it out.
Yeah, well, you see how it is now. This is just the beginning. She still has
I was going to say, I haven't even yet.
She still has like 7 totes, man. It's
so
crazy.
I am cutting back this year because we will be up in New Jersey celebrating Christmas this year.
'Tis the season, my love.
I figured you just didn't want to fall off a ladder.
No, that had nothing to do with it.
There's that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the holiday season. Jen and Tanya are
enjoying it.
Yes, very much so.
And I paused there.
Yes, we all know what you wanted to say.
Yes.
We all read what you wrote in the chat.
So I'm just saying, welcome to the holiday season. These parks are going to be absolutely and totally packed. I mean, just, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Wall to wall.
It's that time of the year, and you know what else time it is?
To break forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring back, like a bad suit, like Z Cavaricci's on an 80s dude coming out of his Camaro.
Or like Bill's jokes.
or my jokes.
Exactly.
Mr. Dave Indy with your Ask Indy. Hello, sir.
Hello. So before I forget, though, there was one thing I skipped on Universal News. Annual, and I don't know how much yet, but annual pass prices did increase.
Shocker.
But anyone who renews gets 3 months for free right now. So before I forget that.
What's up, Disney? What's up?
Yeah, but 3 free months. So, but on to Ask
For
Indy.
renewal soon, I think.
Being that it's Bill's favorite time of the year,
Mm.
I'm going to stick with this one. How many Christmas trees does Disney actually put up? From Tim.
Ooh.
Timmy.
And this is in the
Timmy.
like the resorts
Tampa
and
Timmy.
the parks and
God.
everything.
Utah Timmy.
This is such a great question.
I don't even know because each resort has multiple, and not even to mention the parks.
Are we just doing? Wait. Let's get some parameters here. Are we just doing
Property.
on everything like resorts?
Yep. Now, I will go
parks?
and say that I don't know, and I can't find a date on the article that I found it on. So I don't know how far back this goes. So it may be even higher than this now. But the one that I have basically talks about it.
Take a shot, dear.
Ooh, wow.
Come on, let Bill go. I know how he guesses his numbers.
I know, right? The last time he did get it closest.
Yeah, he made up for his sky tram. The death boxes.
The death boxes.
There's 30.
30, really?
There's only 3.
Think about this, though. Let's break this down. All the resorts, all of the parks.
I mean, you figure when we were at the beach club yesterday, just in the lobby, there were
6.
Was there 6 Christmas trees?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, my God.
I am going to go with the property wide. I'm going to say close to 500.
Okay, 500 trees. I was going to shoot
I'm
at
probably way over exaggerating, but
Well, I was going to go even higher than that.
oh
so,
wow, okay.
I will go 350.
Wait, she said 5 and you're going 350 and you said yours was higher?
Well, I originally was going to go 900, but then I decided to go 350.
Well, I know this article is a little bit older because it does make it mention of stuff with the Osborne lights in here. But at the time of this article, it was 1,300 decorative trees throughout property.
Holy crap. Really?
One.
At the time of this article, because it even talks about Circus Soleil de Lanuba, the reef that is hung is 25 feet in diameter. It says there were 10 miles of twinkling rope lights in the Osborne family dancing studios at the time. It takes 150 semi-trailer truckloads of full decorations to decorate 24 resorts, 4 theme parks, and downtown Disney and other properties.
My God.
There's 50.
Yeah, because you think at downtown Disney, they're in the Christmas tree stroll. There, right there is like 17 trees, not to mention 5 other trees that they've got.
They've got to be well over 1,500 trees by now.
15 miles of garland strung, 1,314 wreaths hung throughout Disney World. There's over 300,000 yards of ribbon and bows hung at Christmas trees throughout the property. 8.5 million lights light up Walt Disney World. 100% of the lights used are LED. 100 countries decorate for the holidays. Candlelight Procession welcomes more than 800 performers each night. There is also more than 200 guest choruses that sing along. And the Magic Kingdom tree has a base of 26 feet wide. So lots of info. But like I said, yeah, on this one. And being that it mentions the Osborns, yeah, I was going to say, I know there's more trees than that now.
Oh, God, yes.
Because that doesn't even go in the ones that I see when I go over in the Disney's Golden Oaks.
Wow. They got to be at least 1,500.
Yep.
At least.
Wow.
That's insane.
I wonder if the Starship or the new Galaxies will have Christmas stuff on
See,
it.
that would be one of my dream jobs.
What, to set up Christmas trees?
Set up Christmas trees for Walt Disney World. That would be so much fun. Oh my gosh.
So go do it.
I love it.
So go do it. Or you're enjoying making cookies too much right now.
Well, that's true too. I do love
And
my
that
job.
little mint thingy.
My God.
Yeah, I was making Kris Kringle cakes the other day. It was so much fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Ask Indy. Great question, by the way.
Yeah.
It makes you think how much they really make an investment during the holidays, you know? It's kind of crazy. All right. Thank you, Mr. Indy.
If you build it, they will come.
That's true. It's a true story. And we're going to keep with the holiday theme. Here it is, little holiday magic.
Aw,
Aren't you excited?
I am.
I know
love this
you
time
and
of year.
you and Jen are just
Oh, and let me tell you, I was up in
Self-pleasing.
Jersey. I was back in Jersey for a few days, beginning this week. I got to see snow. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I loved it. It was amazing. I saw snow.
how exciting.
It was.
I can see
Okay.
Bill's excitement for the white powder.
I sent Bill a video of it, and he's like, "Ew."
Ew, what is that? Ew.
But yeah, I was enjoying it immensely.
But speaking about holidays, we have our friend Linda Storks over at All Ears going to be talking about the 7 best tips for avoiding holiday crowds.
Don't go.
Don't go. Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
probably the best tip.
this is your random topic.
Random topic.
All right. As you know, these parks are absolute chaos right now.
Yes.
And we're not even close. We're 20 days out from Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Hashtag get your shopping done.
Hashtag mine's done.
Okay. So we're about 20 days out from Christmas, and Disney Springs, City Walk, especially Disney Springs, all the parks, they're packed. Wall to wall people.
Yes.
It is insane.
Yep.
You could literally jump on somebody's head and walk all the way across the parking lot.
Crocodile Dundee.
Unbelievable.
It's not that bad.
It's getting close. Trust me. Remember those pictures back in the day of everybody packed on Main Street, and you could see people like nuts to butts all the way up to the castle? Yeah, those days are coming back quick. Let me
Yes.
tell you.
Don't turn around.
But Linda decided to share with us, and I wanted to share with you because I saw this and I was like, yeah, this is very cool. The 7 best tips to avoid holiday crowds. Outside of not going.
I like mine.
All right.
So obviously the holiday season is upon us, which means it's a busy time, right? So the first tip that Linda says, arrive early. You want to make sure that you arrive early on your park days. We highly recommend making it to the rope drop, which means 30 to 45 minutes before opening time. You may need some extra few minutes as a buffer when you're planning and getting through to the TTC, otherwise known as the Ticket and Transportation Center.
Mm-hmm.
If you're one of the first to arrive, you get the first shots at rides. So arrive early. Number 2, use the resort perks. Now, a lot of people don't do this, and they really should. I think more and more people are starting to realize the potential. But if you're staying in a Walt Disney Resort hotel, some of the perks that you get for staying in those hotels, you should take advantage of. Sometimes they have early admission up to 30 minutes early every day.
And some of them were being increased to an hour. So, yeah.
And they also allow you to stay late in Magic Kingdom and Epcot on selected nights.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get 2 extra hours of time in the parks if you're staying at one of the resorts, paying $700 a night.
That's not the Galaxy Cruiser.
No, it's not.
That's the broom closet if you're staying for 7.
Some other tips here: eat during off times. We've talked about this before in past podcasts. Obviously, everybody's on a routine, and typically the modern nuclear family eats their breakfast at a certain time, eats lunch around noon, and then eats dinner around 5 or 6 to stay regular, I guess. I don't know. But that's typically how a family operates. And what they're saying is plan your day, have breakfast later, like 10.
Yeah, and off times.
Have lunch at like 2, have dinner at like 7, so that
even 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so that you don't get bogged down with people trying to stick to their schedules. Obviously, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, all these parks are going to be packed, especially on New Year's Eve, Christmas Day. You know how this works,
especially
folks.
the Magic Kingdom. If you're not there by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning on
You ain't
Christmas
getting
Day
in.
Or even New Year's Eve, yeah.
Nice try.
That's because everybody thinks the Christmas parade is live.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
That's another mistake, ladies and gentlemen. They literally do that in October. Don't get excited.
It's all pre-recorded.
Yes.
Yeah, usually like the first week in November or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or December.
I used to get
Hate to burst that bubble. Spoiler alert.
It is
That-
pre-recorded. You will
that-
not see a live parade.
The parade is not live, folks.
But they actually used to give free admission tickets to families to dress up, basically festive, for the parade.
Yeah.
And then if you stay there for like the 2-hour recordings, then you had the rest of the day in the park for free.
Mm-hmm.
So just something if you can figure
Yeah,
that
they'll
out.
hand out like all
Those
kinds
special-
of holiday decor and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that for you.
Because I actually had it and I ended up giving it to somebody else one time where I was actually invited.
That's cool.
Another pro tip from Linda, anticipate the crowds. Certain parks will be more crowded than others, as we just talked about, including places like Fantasyland, Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, and Main Street USA. These are all hotspots. You know that everybody's going to want to be in those areas.
Yep.
So, knowing that, plan to not be in those areas during prime time hours. Get there early or go there late, and you get a chance to still enjoy that area without dealing with the major crowds, because everybody's going to try to want to get in there. Shop smart. When you're doing souvenir shopping,
For my eBay account.
you want to make... Don't even get me started, bro. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, if you want to get banned.
I was watching Bill's reaction when I said it.
Avoid big stores like World of Disney and the Emporium if you can, and also the new one, the new Universal store. That's
Yes.
not really all that huge, though. Shop in smaller
good
stores
size.
in park and shop at your resort. These are ways you can avoid major crowds and still get merchandise because the stores are less crowded. So, reminder, check out the small stores within the parks and also check out what's at your resort, because they may have the same product at the resort and you won't have to deal with fighting the crowds.
Yes.
And the way things have been going, fighting is the primary world.
It's a dinner and a show.
That's right. You want to make sure that you check out the Emporium. Mobile checkout is now available in several gift shops,
Yes.
which means you
And
can skip
coming to
lines, use your
yeah.
phone.
What the mobile is if you have the product in your hand, you can scan it, pay it all for it on your phone, and then when you walk out, all you have to do is show your receipt. So you don't have to wait in line to, have a cashier check you out.
Gotcha.
So it's at like World of Disney and the Emporium, and it will
Interesting.
be coming to a few others here in the next few weeks as well.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool deal.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is consider using Genie Plus and individual attraction selections. Now, we have talked about Genie Plus to nauseum about this whole little fun ride. It's going to cost you $15 a day to use Genie Plus, and the individual attraction selections have pay your own pay per ride prices. But it might be worth it to save significant time through a busy day. So keep that in mind. Little pro tip here. If you purchase Disney Plus, listen to me, Genie Plus, make sure you log on at 7 a.m. to make your selections for your day. If the individual attraction selections, the resort guests can make their purchases at 7 a.m., but the off-site guests have to wait until the park opens to do that.
Mm-hmm.
#AdvantageU.
Yes.
Go you.
You definitely don't want to miss out on those windows. Otherwise, you'll be left with fewer and possibly less desirable choices. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is your 7 best tips to avoid holiday crowds. Number 8 being don't go.
Exactly.
But I really don't see that happening.
No.
So, I mean, these parks are, I mean, we were there yesterday. These parks are packed, man.
Yep,
Like,
it's the
there's
busiest time of the year,
people
literally, for theme
everywhere.
parks.
People everywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into quickly into our sponsors, and then we'll get out of here. We have seen some major changes through UDN recently. Obviously, our main sponsor has been with us since God knows how long, over a year, right?
Yeah.
Rock Stars and Flowers, certainly an awesome, amazing group of artists that are out of Wilson, North Carolina. They have sponsored the podcast for quite a long time. These guys are absolutely amazing. If you ever wanted a mural of your favorite rock star or sport athlete or whatever, go check these guys out. rockstarsandflowersart.com. They have a Facebook page and they also have an Instagram page, and these guys are amazing and they are blowing up. Actual rock stars are reaching out to them to paint paintings for them.
Yeah, they've been doing quite a few lately.
Yeah. Like there's a bunch of dudes from Guns N' Roses. Vince Neil from Motley Crue reached out to him recently. I mean, these guys are just absolutely blowing up, and they're extremely talented. I think they got like 50 years of experience between the two of them, and we certainly appreciate their sponsorship.
Yep.
Now, a little PSA here for Universal Disney Nuts. We are making a transition, and we're currently right in the middle of that transition. So World of UDN is no longer up and running. We are transferring over to UDN Live, but that's not ready yet. And we are feverishly working on it, but we're not sure when that's going to be back up. So right now, we don't have a website. How fun. Fail on everybody's part. Choke yourselves. Not with my hand, with your hand. But I promise
Harder, Daddy.
Awkward. But I promise you, we will have our website up and running here very shortly, and we certainly appreciate your patience on that. So look for udnlive.com coming out soon.
Meanwhile,
And-
look out for all of our photos and stuff on the
Facebook.
Yeah,
Facebook
definitely check out
page.
our
IG.
Facebook page. That's up and running. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be keep going. And
Yeah, I'm going to be posting quite a few pictures from Universal and from Disney over the past few days.
And I did some
so.
SeaWorld ones a while back.
so if you go to our World of UDN website and it's down, that's the reason why we're kind of trying to make that transition. So just give us some patience, and we'll have our website up and
Pardon
running.
our pixie dust or whatever it is
Yeah.
Disney posts.
Mhm.
Pardon our dust, but improve we must.
Yeah.
With that in mind, last thoughts. We are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Happy holidays, everybody. Listen,
Exactly.
these parks are absolutely insane. Please bring your patience.
Insane in the membrane.
Please understand that it's the holiday season. I know we've been through a lot, but we all need to be good to each other, especially in the parks.
Show some Facebook love.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, some people will get paroled soon, I'm sure.
But in the meantime, this Facebook's getting blown up.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in these parks, God bless you. Have fun, be safe, and we'll talk soon.
You have been listening to the official Universal Disney Nuts podcast. Please visit our website at worldofudn.com and join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest updates, news, and events from your favorite theme parks. See you in 2 weeks.